Dinkum. Dinkum. Animal Crossing-ish, but all Australian, made by a single Australian dev, apparently. Let's take a look. Don't know how many of you have ever heard of Magpie before, but I wish I could get rid of the rain sound so you could hear them. Magpies have a lovely little song. In my previous apartment, I used to live quite close to where some of them would nest, or at least hang out in the morning. So many mornings I woke up to the song of magpies. Sing, Maggie. Lovely and musical. Echidna! Yes! I love echidnas. Echidnas are monotremes. Like platypus. They lay eggs. They are mammals, but they lay eggs. Very ancient branch of the tree of life. Is that a cockatoo I saw? That was a cockatoo I saw. I've wisely decided not to include the cockatoo's call in the game. Because while cockatoos are catastrophically full of personality and amazing, awesome birds, their call does sound rather prehistoric and horrifying. They scream rather than sing, really. So this is not a chill game then, because there's a fucking croc in that river. And there's another one on the shoreline up there. Well, I guess Animal Crossing has spiders and scorpions. We've put our town hall next to some croc habitat. What could possibly go wrong? It's Rupu. Just scoop that up. Strange choice, by the way. Putting wild dogs in, but not dingoes. Yes. Dingoes are sandy coloured. These are just some wild mongrel. I mean, if you go to the extent of making an Aussie game, why would your candidate be Andog instead of dingo? Oh, wait. There's a dingo. Or possibly just a round version of the dog. That animation is straight out of Animal Crossing. Cheeky. Okay. Not dingoes. Dingoes don't bark. Much the same way as wolves don't bark. That little bugger definitely just barked at me. Maybe they're a crossbreed, which is why they come in other colours. Because you can crossbreed dingoes with domestic dogs. Because they are just canines. Just happen to be a certain species of canine. They got isolated here tens of thousands of years back or something, I think. I don't remember. I used to know that number. Oh, fuck. Okay. There's a primal fear right there. Fucking cassowaries. One of the world's most dangerous birds. Cassowaries are basically just dinosaurs. They're a little bit smaller than emus. But very, very, very cranky. And they will kick the literal shit out of you. Got talons like you wouldn't believe. And it's not like they eat meat. They eat fruit. I went to a zoo once and saw one, and it took a big fruity dump on the ground and then proceeded to eat its own poop. The cassowaries are horrifyingly dangerous. Australians like to joke about how dangerous our animals are, but cassowaries are properly dangerous. Like, cassowaries are what we have instead of bears, basically. Because bears largely eat fruit as well, but you don't want to be lost in the fucking Yellowstone National Park with one. No! No! See? Cranky! What'd I say? Although in real life, you won't be outrunning a cassowary. Because they are fast and cranky. That's a shark. That's a very great white-shaped shark. Oh, please. So easy to outrun a croc on land. Boop. Whoa. Okay, this is not life advice. if you ever come to Australia, do not tease the crocs. Crocs are not toys. Right, can we tease the shark? Apparently not. Oh, yes we can. They just don't worry about you until you're swimming. You know what he looks like? He looks like the Lego shark. He's got the exact same proportions as the Lego shark. Yeah, the other Aussie sharks that you would commonly find on shorelines, although not in fresh water, don't look like this guy. Port Jackson and whatnots have different colouring and different shapes and shit like that. So, he's definitely great white inspired, I think. Dunny. Dunny is the Australian word for toilet, for those of you confused. Hey, it's a yabby! I think that's a yabby. Yep, looks pretty yabby to me. The blue thing in the water is what I'm talking about to you non-Australians. They're a freshwater crayfish style little critter called yabbies. Kids all over Australia, or at least the ones who grew up in a bush, or, you know, near a lake where yabbies live, would fish them up, cook them up. Num num num. Frill neck lizard! Another one of my favorites. I love these goofy little bastards. Oh, he's huge. Real frill neck lizards are quite small. Like maybe 20 centimeters to 30 centimeters long. This guy's huge for a frill neck. But they're hilarious. They make this big threat display because they can, you know, they've got this big frill. Stick it right out to make himself look huge. They come sprinting at you on two legs. Mouth wide open, frill flayed wide. Just absolutely bolting right to you on two legs. But they can't actually hurt you. Like, they give you a bit of a nip, but the jaws aren't really strong enough to do any damage to a person. They just act really, really scary, trying to get you to leave them the fuck alone. This guy seems pretty chill, though. Can we have some cactus? Oh, we can have some cactus. Oh, specifically the cactus fruit. Cactus figs. Excellent. Another thing that is not native, by the way. We don't really have native cactus here, I don't think. We've got lots and lots of bush tucker, but cactus figs are not one of them. If the context didn't help you, tucker is what we call food. Bush tucker specifically is food you harvest out in the bush. We used to have a TV program here, a bit like what was the English dude who did the Survivor Man thing, where he drank his own pee? It was like that, but less extreme. It was the Bush Tucker Man, just this ex-army vet who had a little TV series that just talked about all the kinds of different foods you can find out in the wild, in the bush, in the desert, and rainforest and stuff. That's a funnel web, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, called it. It just had a funnel web sort of shape about it. Again, one of the most dangerous spiders you'll come across, and native to where I live, here in Sydney, actually. Thankfully, they don't really care too much about people. They literally live in a little burrow, which has a funnel web. And they really won't bother chasing you down unless you step directly on their funnel web and aggravate them. I thought they were the ones that have done the toilet seat. No, the ones that like to live under toilet seats are the redbacks. And it's not like they especially like toilets or anything. It's just because toilets tend to be, or toilet seats at least, tend to be sort of little dark, secluded places that are only infrequently bothered by people. And the wild redbacks like to live under like bits of bark and shit like that. So very, very poisonous, but also very, very small. But yeah, redbacks, another Australian fact for you, are actually from the Black Widow family. This is butterfly. Also not native, I don't think. Harlequins are. Oh. Wait a second. Are you supposed to be a Tassie devil? You look like you might be supposed to be a Tassie devil. You've got a very front-heavy look about you. You definitely have the big jaws of a Tassie Devil. Although, again, the Tasmanian Devil is not actually that dangerous, despite its name. Because they are carrion eaters. They only eat dead things. And oh my god, if you've ever come across... Ooh, dragonfly. If you've ever come across a dead Tasmanian Devil, like as roadkill, they f***ing stink like you wouldn't believe. Like, you know, rotting animals generally stink. Okay? They're supposed to, you know, we're supposed to find them repulsive because that's our body saying, hey, don't eat that meat, it's not good. But something about Tasmanian devils specifically, and it might be the carrion diet, but they are horrifically repulsive when they're dead. And their ears glow in the dark. Which is part of how they got their name. The other part is what they sound like. The Tasmanian devil mating call is, again, horrific. It really sounds like something from another dimension. Just screaming. Stream should be Monty's Bush Adventures. Yeah. I should edit the stream down and just upload it as a little Australian facts video. My eyes aren't even open. What? Coffee. Need coffee. Nope. The game is just bugged out. Oh my god. That's the Super Nintendo controller. And because this is an Australian dev, it's actually got the PAL coloured buttons on it instead of the hideous purple things that the Americans got.